Frieza and the World Eater Moro are the most dangerous villains to date, and both brought the strongest Son Goku to his knees. What if these two faced off against another for another chance at Goku's head? How would it go? This topic is pretty interesting given the recent reveal of Black Frieza and his new form, which far surpasses the current likes of Goku and Vegeta. How would a fight between an old foe of them go, that being Moro? But people seem to be pretty split on who will win against Black Frieza. Some matchups range from Frieza vs Jiren and Frieza vs the Pride Troopers. But with Moro's multitude of hacks being the only true Moro to truly absorb and trample a god. So who would truly win between these two? The World Eater Moro or the Emperor of War Frieza? Hello, my name is Jordan of the Palace, and if you don't want to die, subscribe and like this video right now. And oh yeah, Toaster's here. Starting first with Moro, he has multiple forms I'll go over for this matchup. That being Old Moro, Prime Moro, 7-3 Moro, Angel Moro, and Planet Moro. Moro is first introduced in the Galactic Control arc when he escapes prison and goes on the run. The first glimpse of power we see from Old Moro is when he completely terrifies Goku with just his aura alone. After escaping prison, Moro sets out to go to planet Namek to regain his full strength via using the Dragon Balls, but before he can do so, Goku and Vegeta appear to stop him. Old Moro then catches them both off guard when he absorbs their power, absorbing a post-tournament of power of Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and Goku. But even when absorbing their powers, he doesn't even return to his full strength, only part of it, which would put Old Moro above Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and Goku, with the chain scaling being Old Moro over Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta. After Moro absorbs their power, he then regains his full strength via the Super Dragon Balls, to which Goku and Vegeta try to stop him but ultimately fail. After 2 months pass, Vegeta and Goku training in preparation for when Moro invades Earth, Goku becoming better with Ultra Instinct, with Vegeta learning Force Sprint Fusion. Moro arrives on Earth and the fight starts between him and Goku, to which a Prime Moro is able to go toe-to-toe with Ultra Instinct Goku, who's going all out while Moro is holding back. Once Moro starts trying, he completely folds Goku, and as Ultra Instinct starts to run out, he dominates Goku throughout the rest of the fight. Go deeper into how strong Prime Moro truly is, we first must look back at the tournament of power, specifically one character, that being Jiren, who has been stated to be stronger than the gods of destruction, seeing as when Goku was fighting against Toppo, he asks if Jiren is the one from his universe who is said to be stronger than the god of destruction, to which Toppo agrees, with Toppo being a credible source as he's being trained by Belmont to be the next god of destruction, and is also the leader of the Pride Troopers, which Jiren is a part of, meaning he would have a relative gauge on Jiren's strength. After Goku asks him this question, he confirms it to be true, this being really impressive, as with the gods of destruction are all ordered to fight by Zeno, they all have to go all out or they'll be erased, to which none of them are able to react to Belmont's attacks, with Belmont being able to damage them with said attacks, alongside Belmont showcasing relativity to the other gods of destruction, who Jiren is said to be stronger than, which ties back to Prime Moro, who's above Jiren with the chain scaling being Prime Moro over Jiren, over Belmont, over the gods of destruction, the gods of destruction being above UI Son Goku, and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta being above Old Moro, and Super Saiyan Blue Goku Vegeta. Moro, after his fight with Vegeta, then goes on to eat 7-3, which returns his strength back to normal, but to an even greater extent, alongside gaining 7D's abilities to copy his opponent's abilities and strength if he touches their neck. After this, 7-3 Moro goes on to bully Vegeta, being able to dodge all of Vegeta's attacks and copying Vegeta's abilities. After this, Moro is jumped by everyone, to which he just beats all of them and punches a hole right through Goku's chest. But these feats aren't really impressive, so to save time, I'll just get right to the main feats that Moro does. After bodying everyone, Mirrors appears and Moro is able to catch him by surprise and copy his power. After this, Goku goes on to perfect Ultra Instinct, with Moro then realizing he can use the power of Mirrors, and goes on to unlock the powers of Angel. Now this form of Moro we see very briefly, as before he could really do much, his body starts to deteriorate and break apart due to the immense power. Because of this, he decides to merge with the Earth to compensate for his body not being able to keep up, and starts to absorb all the energy from it. This version of Moro should be the strongest, as he was going to wipe out the entire galaxy alongside with Goku and everyone else, with Moro creating more arms to stop Goku. But for the sake of this video and matchup, I'll be using a hypothetical Moro where he's able to control Mirrors' power, which is a complete headcanon, as it's kind of implied Moro could have done it if he properly trained. As for how strong Angel Moro is, we must first look at how strong the angels are in general. Angels in Dragon Ball Super teach gods of destruction across all of the universes, with each individual angel being above the god of destruction they're assigned to, with Jiren being above the gods. And Goku, when he unlocks Master Ultra Instinct, goes on to body Jiren, which gods spend millions of years trying to master said form, which applies to Mirrors as he is an angel, but he's most likely the weakest angel out of all the other ones. But he should still be above the gods of destruction, who are above everyone else, always being an Ultra Instinct as an angel, which is better than Beerus' mastery over it. But one thing I want to mention is that that Moro isn't over current Beerus or any of the arcs after it, as it is implied Beerus passively gets stronger since his mind is always on destruction. But Moro would be above the tournament of power Beerus. Old Moro before getting any type of imps is above Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and Goku, and after regaining his full strength, he then goes on to become stronger than Jiren, who is above every god of destruction. Moro then eats 7-3, becoming more powerful and copy Beerus' abilities and being a pseudo-angel, and then merges with the planet, to which he's ultimately defeated by Ultra Instinct Susanoo Goku, with the chain scaling being as follows: Angels being above Beerus, Beerus being above Ultra Instinct Goku in Susanoo form, that Ultra Instinct Goku being above Planet Moro, that Planet Moro being above Angel Moro, that Angel Moro being massively above 7-3 Moro, Prime Moro being above Jiren, Jiren being above Belmont, Belmont being relative to the gods of destruction, who are above Ultra Instinct Sonic Goku. But if you take the higher interpretation of where a hypothetical Angel Moro could be, then he'd be right below the angels but above Beerus. When it comes to Moro and his abilities, they're really impressive. The ones worth mentioning, such as his regular use of magic, which he uses to absorb his opponent's energy at a very fast rate. He can also absorb the life force of planets, which amp him even more, which is being able to copy someone else's abilities and powers by grabbing their neck. This originally had a 30-minute time limit to whose abilities he could select and use, but since Moro is the original owner of this power, he has no time limit on this ability. With 7-3 absorbed, some of the notable abilities Moro gained was being able to turn invisible, Piccolo's regeneration, gain perfected Ultra Instinct. Moro also has an illusion creation, as he made illusions to distract Goku and Vegeta, with those illusions having a key signature it can move more freely, and even attack at some times, but only from a distance, as they would disappear after being hit, basically many forms of clones. Now that we finally went over Moro's abilities and scaling, how will Black Frieza hold up?
Frieza against someone like Moro, who is someone who has always been known for his immense potential as a fighter and his incredibly fast rate of growth. After being constantly beaten by Goku, Broly, and Vegeta, Frieza decides to train for 10 years, unlocking his strongest form yet, Black Frieza. But before we get to that, we need to cover some of the previous scaling for Frieza, starting with the Granola arc, which takes place a few months after the Moro arc. During this time, Vegeta and Goku spend more time training. They then encounter Granola, who wishes to be the strongest person in the universe, which would place him above current Goku, who is stronger than his previous Ultra Instinct self that defeated Angel Moro. In simpler terms, Granola would be stronger than Ultra Instinct Goku, who would be stronger than Angel Moro. This scaling is consistent, as just a clone of Granola was able to fight Ultra Instinct Super Saiyan God and Blue Goku and win. After this, Granola is surpassed by Gas, who also wishes to become the strongest person in the universe and completely dominates Goku and Vegeta. Gas is then able to fight against perfected Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta, manhandling all three of them. All three then grow exponentially stronger, as Gas's wishes constantly adapts his body and strength to be greater than anyone else in the universe, although this does shorten his lifespan. Frieza then arrives and completely one-shots Gas, who should be at his peak, as he was able to effortlessly beat a fully healed true Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta, alongside Gas being rage-amped, as he wanted to kill Frieza. Frieza then kills Gas, as the Curse of Gas tries to adapt to Frieza's strength to make him stronger. And because Frieza is just like so strong, Gas just turns into actual dust, with it later being stated that Frieza is outright stronger than both Goku and Vegeta by a large margin. With the chain scaling now being Black Frieza over Old Enraged, Full Power Gas over True Ultra Instinct Gokus, including a Susanoo, as well as Vegeta, over Full Power Gas over Perfected Ultra Instinct Goku over Angel Moro. As of recently, we haven't really seen anything having to do with like Frieza's abilities, besides like his normal use of ki, that being like his death beams, his like death balls or whatever. Other than that, in his like insane potential, he doesn't really have anything of use hacks wise, but yeah.
Now, discussing how a fight between these two would ultimately go is quite tricky. It was stated in Shonen Jump magazine that Black Frieza hasn't even reached the level of a god of destruction. However, as I mentioned earlier, Prime Moro already has surpassed the gods, but this statement is likely in reference to Beerus, since Frieza is above Jiren, who is above the other gods. This statement is most likely an outlier. To be honest, Prime Moro's 7-3 Moro stand no chance against Frieza and will be quickly defeated. The only hope of winning will be catching Frieza off guard by absorbing his energy or copying his strength. But as seen with Beerus, if Moro tries to absorb someone's strength, his body will just break apart. heart. So if Prime Moro attempted to absorb Black Frieza's power, his body wouldn't be able to handle it, and he would surely die. As for 7-3 Moro, his only chance would be copying Frieza, but he's far too slow to grab his neck, and would simply get overwhelmed. However, the real fight will be between Angel Moro and Black Frieza. In a hypothetical scenario where Moro actually trained with the power he gained, he could potentially beat Black Frieza. But even granting Moro this hypothetical highball, he would still lose, despite gaining angel level power. He was still defeated by Perfected Ultra Instinct Susanoo Goku, who after training with Whis, was able to use Ultra Instinct to an even higher degree than Moro, and Frieza is just simply above this level, with Frieza one-shotting Goku in their exchange. While the fight will be interesting, Frieza will ultimately win. If you enjoyed this video or like the content I've been putting out to you guys, feel free to like and subscribe and share your thoughts in the comment section on who you think will win this fight. I also wanted to give a huge thanks to my friend Toaster for being on this video. Make sure to go check him out and subscribe to him as well. My name is Jordan in the Palace, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.